Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Welcome to the Thomas Jefferson Middle School graduation for the class of 2020. And we made it. We made it. And despite all the challenges that this year has brought us, we have made it here together to celebrate this great milestone in your lives. There are so many individuals who made this day possible, and I would like to take this time to welcome and thank those that are here today or watching via our live stream. The Superintendent of the Lodi Public School, Dr. Douglas J. Petty. Vice Principal of Thomas Jefferson Middle School, Mrs. Fina Flores. The Lodi Board of Education Business Administrator, Mr. James Sikelski. Lodi Board of Education President, Mr. Mark N. Shrieks. With us here today, the Lodi Board of Education Vice President, Mrs. Nancy Cardone. Welcome. Lodi Board of Education Trustees, Ms. Natalie Delgado. Mr. Alfonso Mastrofilippo, Jr. Mrs. Carrie Ann Mastrofilippo. Ms. Sharon Salvation. Mr. Joseph A. Ramos. Mr. Donald Scorzetti. And with us here today, Mr. Jeffrey Tellup. The Lodi Mayor, Scott Luna. Deputy Mayor, Mr. Vincent Martin. Borough Manager, Mr. Vincent Caruso. The Lodi Chief of Police, Mr. Donald Scorzetti. Lodi Deputy Chief of Police, Mr. Louis Franco, Jr. And the members of the Lodi Police Department, thank you for your assistance today and always. Administrators from around the district, the principals from Hilltop School, Mr. Glenn Focarino. From Washington School, Mr. Kevin Dowson. From Wilson School, Mrs. Christy Vanderhook. From Columbus School, Mr. Robert Canizaro. From Roosevelt School, Mr. Michael Cardone. I would also like to thank Lodi High School Principal, Mr. Frank D'Amico, and his administrative team for their partnership throughout this school year. TJMS wishes Lodi High School a safe and successful graduation ceremony later today. Our Director of Special Services, Mr. Roberto Mendez. The faculty and staff from Thomas Jefferson Middle School, here to cheer you on today. And of course, the class of 2020. And I also wish to congratulate the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends of our graduates. Please welcome our opening speakers, Shirley Garcia and Henry Zuccalari.
Dear Lord, as we are all here today to celebrate this great milestone of graduating from Thomas Jefferson Middle School, may we acknowledge and appreciate our differences in beliefs, values, faith, and tradition. In the same manner, we honor our unity in recognition and thankfulness. I invite you to reflect on all that is yet to come. At the same time, we give thanks for the aptitude of intellect, the reaching of goals, the comforting support of family and friends, faculty, teachers, guidance counselors, and the entire TJMS community that motivates us to be our very best in our education and all that is ahead of us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you to the 2020 8th grade graduation of Thomas Jefferson Middle School. My name is Henry Maydies Zuccalari, and I am genuinely honored to be speaking on behalf of the recent graduates of the TJMS class of 2020. I'd like to commence my speech by first thanking everyone for making it today and for making today possible, including Superintendent of the schools, Dr. Petty, Mr. LePerry, Ms. Flores, teachers, and the rest of the school community. I'd also like to give my highest respect to the fellow graduates, as I know how challenging this year has been for all of us. It's officially safe to say that as a grade, we've done it. We finished 8th grade and are closing yet another chapter of our lives, middle school. We are all ready to face what life is going to throw at us next. The end of our time here at middle school is simply the beginning of our paths to accomplish great things and leave a mark on today's world. In the wise words of former President Barack Obama, he quotes, "Don't just get involved, fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for your seat at the head of the table." As we recollect our experiences here at TJMS, we are also preparing ourselves for high school and continue to leave our impact on today's world. As I envision the crowd of both classmates and fellow graduates, I know I speak for all of us when I say we are no strangers to change and adaptations. Outside of our own small town of Lodi, the world is facing a pandemic and riots over common issues of our world. COVID-19 confined us to our homes, and we ourselves had to accept that we would lose out on major events such as the Boston trip, social, and an auditorium filled with family and friends for graduation. But we came out strong and learned to accept these losses. The online classes began shortly after, and we quickly became accustomed to our new environment extremely well. When life throws us obstacles, we will always be quick to move out of the way and pave a new road to achieve success, no matter the cost. Our strength as a class is proven time and again as we brace for high school and every challenge that will throw in our way. These are all key aspects of middle school that have tested us and helped us prepare for the road ahead. All of our teachers have always been here to encourage us and make sure we are prepared for whatever the future may bring. And as we enter high school soon, our expectations are elevated even higher, and we must never stop looking for opportunities to succeed in every way possible. When I think about our class, I see bright individuals born to defy limits and reach the top of any mountain they may face. As I had mentioned previously, middle school is simply the beginning of our paths to accomplish great things in life and leave a mark on today's world. I fully believe that with our unique and short time here at TJMS, we have fully reached and mastered all of our goals here for middle school. And I know that we will conquer our dreams next. We are eager to chase our imagination and make it come true. Any barriers or limits once set by man are no match for our ambitious minds. We can do anything we want as long as we proceed to work hard and set our minds to anything we want. As a class, we aren't just dreamers, but we are doers. We are willing to do great things in this world, but we won't simply wait around for everything to come to us. As the ceremony commences and before we exit, I must include this. Unfortunately, some of us will be forced to part ways. But when I think about the faces that filled our halls each day, I see countless memories that I'll miss thanks to TJMS. Assemblies and events like award ceremonies, or even experiences with everyone here at places like West Point, or even the school dances where we'd have the time of our lives. These are all times that made TJMS so special, and will always be part of our memories here. I'd like to reflect and reiterate, don't just get involved, fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for your seat at the head of the table. My intent to inspire all of you when I wrote this was to make sure you guys do the best in everything you do, and to never stop fighting for what's right or what you believe in. As a class, we've prevailed through some of the toughest challenges life has thrown at us, and I know nothing will be able to stop us in the future. Before I do bid farewell to TJMS, I want to thank all of the special people here today that made this possible. We all love you for it. I'd like to thank all the parents and families for their nonstop support of each of us every day. Next, I'd like to thank all of my friends for the nonstop jokes we made and sharing the best times of our lives. Thank you, Mr. LePerry and Ms. Flores, for your support of each of the students every day. I'd also like to extend my gratitude to all of our teachers throughout the years for preparing us for whatever the next year may bring. But most importantly, I'd like to thank the whole 8th grade for making middle school as amazing as it was. So, right before I do sign off, I want everyone to remember that we shouldn't mourn over the end of middle school, but instead use it to cherish and reflect over the times we had. They say in life, if you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Life will all take us to unique places, and it's important that you make the most of every second. Good luck, everyone, and I wish you all the happiest graduation day.
On behalf of the class of 2020, I'd like to welcome everyone to Thomas Jefferson Middle School's 46th commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Douglas Petty, and I'm honored to serve as your Superintendent of Schools. Today, we celebrate the culmination of 9 years of academic achievement as we award diplomas to our students. The class of 2020 has experienced tremendous success here, and today we honor them for their achievements. This year, we have faced unprecedented circumstances. In a moment's notice, we were all forced to navigate a worldwide event that changed everything we would recognize as normal. I'm sorry for how this has altered so much of your life and your experiences, but you have learned valuable lessons. Lessons of courage, lessons of hope, lessons of fortitude and community. Lodi Public Schools has educated and modeled best practices, creating a group of students who are leaders, critical thinkers, and problem solvers. Therefore, I'm confident in how well prepared our graduates are for the challenges that lie ahead. Students, starting tomorrow, you will continue into the latter part of your secondary academic career. In these next years, you will be challenged like never before. Continued rigorous courses, new friends, and major decisions that will carve out your life's path in a particular direction. 8 years from now, you will face another round of challenges and opportunities that will make you even more grounded in your pursuit to be the very best. It's okay to wonder and dream, but I also think it's important to realize that your future is not something that just happens to you. It's up to you to make it happen, so my parting advice for you is as follows. Believe in yourself. Find your passion in life. Act, don't wait to be invited. Create opportunities and live them. Follow your heart. Live life today. Don't wait till tomorrow. And give back and be generous. Finally, today more than any other day, remember to be grateful. Gratitude opens the door to life and your story. Express your gratitude today, particularly to your parents, your teachers, and fellow students, all of whom have helped you get to this point in your life. Class of 2020, I look forward to your continued progress and success stories. Lodi School Board of Education Vice President, Mrs. Cardone, I certify that the students of Thomas Jefferson Middle School have fulfilled their obligation for the graduation from 8th grade in accordance with the requirements of the New Jersey State Department of Education and the Lodi Board of Education. It is a great privilege for me to present to you the graduating class of Thomas Jefferson Middle School.
Good morning. Keeping with tradition, I was asked by our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Petty, to address you, the Thomas Jefferson Middle School graduating class of 2020. The board members appreciate the district's efforts in planning this format and for the lawn signs, the banners, the billboards, honoring our graduates throughout the community. It is an honor for me to congratulate you and give thanks to the dedicated administrators, Mr. Lipari, Mrs. Flores, and the staff of TJMS. They have been there to guide and challenge you, and most recently, found new and innovative ways to teach you in your homes. A special thank you to your parents and family members who have assisted and supported you throughout your school years. Our lives have changed, and we had to change with it. Words flashing on our TV screens, stay strong, stay healthy, stay together, became a message for all of us. Using those now familiar words, let me say to you, stay strong in your convictions, stay healthy in mind and spirit, and stay together as you work as a team in your high school endeavors. Remember, it is the generation that faces the most challenges that make the biggest difference. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations, and we wish you the best as you enter high school. Make us proud. We know you will. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Petty, and thank you, Mrs. Cardone. At this time, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas, Part 1. Samantha Simone Abdul. Delara Zizan Assaker. Jamie Claire Adene. Jason Kelvin Agoli. Brandon Aguilar. Sitlali Aguilar Askew. Haroon Agish. Jason Alejandro. Elijah Ali. Neela McKenna Ali. Kiara Daniela Aliaga. Nasir Ismat Al-Rud. Maya Anand. Jacob Jersey Andura. Matthew John Andura. Zoe Valentina Apaza. Xander J. Arts. Omar Asfor. Andrew Ricardo Avalos. Gianluca Battistini. Natasha Bediaco. Vincent Bertone. Fabian Bizia. Beyonce Marielle Bueno. Dominic Buttacavoli. Carlos Miguel Caceres. Robert Vincent Cardone. Jose Emmanuel Carpio. Daniela Sofia Carrera. Ryan Omar Carrillo. Jaden Robert Carvajal. Jacqueline Cash. Isabella Eliana Castillo. Nicole Jane Castro. Carla Chabla. Abraham Ethan Shrieky. Jayan Cintron. Joel Cintron. Justin Colan. Nyla Camille Concepcion Martinez. Matthew Connolly. Erica Kaur. Gianna Corman. Arlette Susetti Cruz. Giovanni DePico. Paulina Davila. Madison DeBarros. Emily Florence DeServo. Ergen Doko. Miguel Dominguez. Adam Eshel. Ryan Eshigari. Azra Jorge Esmeral Jr. Eliana Estevez. Serene Fall. Thomas D. Feliciano. Christopher Angel Felice. Andrew Stephen Fernandez. Daniel Gustavo Fonseca. Brenna Garcia. Genesis Garcia. Samara Garcia. Shirley Brittany Garcia. Brandon Gaviria. Diara Gerald. Gabriel Sebastian Gonzalez. Dalen Gonzalez Pena. Kaylani Guerrero. Rachel Ann Faith Tolentino Guevara. Dennis Gungan. Jeff Isaiah Gutierrez. Jadine Simone Lindo Harrison. Habiba Hassan. Mia Marie Henriquez. Guillermo Heredia. Christopher Hernandez. Gisela Jocelyn Hyatt. Alquan Hines. Michael Janik. Jermaine Giles. Joshua Damian Jimenez. Yusuf M. Kalash. Courtney Janae Kaminsky. Brooke Sadie Kennedy. Anika Renee Kipnis. Nicholas A. Clowens. Francesca Laska. Lizzie Leva. Matthew Leto. Xavier Michael Lewis. Laisha Lindsay. Derek Andre Lopez.
We will now begin presentation of diplomas, part 2. Jamir Lopez. Oscar Lopez. Visa Luna. Richard McHow. Elizabeth Grace Manalo. Ariane Marte. Olivia Christine Martin. Christian Martinez. Michael Martinez. Ryan Mastrofilippo. Liana Mercado. Eric Menchala. Noor Wilson Miranda. Ayushi Mistry. Jack Manalucas. Christopher Morales. Erin Grace Morales. Jaden Morales. Arnisa Marasori. Sebastian Muguruza. Michael Munoz. Nazir Murray. Katarina Mia Mustag. Isaiah Nathaniel Nava. Cara Nazario. Will Nidio. Jaden Negron. Patricia Nigdale. Norbert Nowak. Leopoldo Núñez. Stephanie Ochoa. Elmian Omeragic. Annalise Orlando. Justin Ortiz. Amanda Paez. Andrew Palikodath. Policarpus Ephraim Papadijorgos. Kamal Paperniku. Janaya Paredes. Leslie Para. Andre Paraga. Andre Paraga. Derek Peralta. Dilver Pereira. Juan Sebastián Piedra. Stephen Rea. Adrian Ramirez. Genesis Dayana Ramirez Cano. Said Asif Rasa. Akira Reed. Leah Marie Renovales. Brandon Reyes. Kevin Rivero. Nicholas Riccio. Jadelis Rivas. Jason Rivera. Joana González Rivera. Caitlin Rivera. Travis Robertson. Anthony Rodriguez. Anthony Samuel Rodriguez. Ciara Juliet Rodriguez. Daniel Anthony Rolón. Peter James Rossi. Lily Roy. Lisbeth Alexandra Rubio. Nicholas Ruffle. Jalen Ruiz. Baker Safin. Anaí Salazar. Angel Salcedo. Ashley Sanchez. Jacoby Santa Coloma. Dylan Scandifio. Catherine Safe. Amy Serrano. Brian Anthony Ceviche. Vanessa Emilia Solano. Jalissa Sosa. Ney Matías Suárez Salazar. Leslie Sarita. Nicholas Sokowski. Edelyn Sofía Taveras. Jaden Ray Taylor. Ricardo Tejada. Juliana Rose Tellup. Javen Thing. Jacob Eddie Tirado. Jada Toon. Sarita Valencia. Angelina Vargas. Natasha Vanessa Vargas. Alicia Marie Veloz. Aiden Vera. Marcelo Alejandro Vidal. Eduardo Vizcaíno. Maya Lachelle Walker. Shania Natalia Ward. Brendan Wasilewski. Connor Wasilewski. Javari Lawrence Whitaker. Kayla Williams. Henry Zucchilari. Nadine Yamad. Daniel Youssef. Alan Jairo Zapata. John Zero. And Matthew Suniga. Come on, class of 2020.
Please welcome our closing speakers, Robert Cardone and Elizabeth Manalo.
Dear Lord, the time has come for us to leave Thomas Jefferson Middle School, so we ask that you bless this graduating class of 2020. Thank you for your gifts of knowledge, discovery, and mostly for perseverance in helping. Thank you in helping us to navigate us through this extraordinary time as we head into the next chapter of our lives. I would ask that you bless all of us graduates, guide us for good wherever we may find ourselves in years to come, and let us always stay true to ourselves and our dreams. Thanks for your presence here today, and may God bless the graduates, our families, friends, and mentors. Amen.
Good afternoon, family, friends, district faculty, and fellow graduates of Thomas Jefferson Middle School. My name is Elizabeth Manalo. Now that I've had the time to really think about it, I realize that it's true when they say that there will never be a class like ours again. If I had to describe this year in one word, it'd be unpredictable. With everything that's been going on throughout the school year, there's one quote that comes to mind that perfectly sums up our class of 2020. Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good. Maya Angelou. Think about it. We had everything going for us. Casual conversations with friends every day, going out to eat whenever we wanted, and fantasizing about graduation and what am I going to wear to social discussions. We never even gave these things a second thought, and it was taken away from us in a snap. I don't know about you, but I've missed going to school. I miss riding the bus every day to TJMS after our morning math class at the high school, receiving a high five from Mr. Bigos when we returned. I miss being able to smile at people in the hallway, to hug people. If anything good has come out of this quarantine, which it has been hard to find the positive, it's that we've developed a new awareness of the world, of ourselves. We've learned how to make do with whatever life hurls our way. And because of this experience, we will forever remember each other as the class of 2020, the ones who had a graduation like none other. You know, it's amazing how much 3 years can change you. In 6th grade, I remember hating top lockers because I was too short to reach the lock, and now I hate bottom lockers and having to squat with people towering over me. I remember having to ask my teacher how to open a locker twice in one day, and I had to ask 3 people where room 8317 was. As life goes on, you can expect that these challenges will only become more difficult. However, after everything we've been through together, after everything we've achieved these past 3 years, I know we'll overcome every obstacle. Remember the feeling on our last day of elementary school? We left feeling like kings. Yes, we were sad because we were saying farewell to safety patrol and finger paintings, but also empowered, like the meaning of those 7 years of school finally amounted to something. On the first day of middle school, we remembered what it felt like to be at the bottom all over again. This process of readapting and becoming more confident in ourselves is something we'll experience all throughout our lives. It's a skill that will only be refined after years and years of experience. The journey is also made easier when you have people to rely on for a push of help or encouragement. It's always comforting to know that someone has your back. Another word of advice, now that we're going into freshman year, it's time that we discover our interests, what we really see ourselves doing in the future. Picture yourself 4 years from now and a rough sketch of where you see yourself then. Now, visualize the steps you would take in order to reach that goal. What made you choose that certain path? Who guided you along the way, and what steps led up to that point? Those are the questions that need to be asked. Once you answer them for yourself, trust me, you'll have a better perspective of what you want. Although I don't know what the future holds, I do know that immersing yourself in a variety of activities will open up numerous windows of opportunity. That being said, when an opportunity presents itself, don't hesitate to learn a new skill or gain a taste of what you like and dislike. As we part ways, I'd like to leave you with a few guidelines of wisdom that I came across during quarantine, so take notes. Step 1 is gratification. Think of someone who, without a doubt, you wouldn't be able to live without. Be sure to thank them and show them just how much you appreciate them being in your life. The second step is growth. Reflect on how much you've advanced these past 3 years. Remember, this day is all about recognizing your development, so don't be shy and give yourself some credit. Last but not least, the third and final step, manifestation. Think of something you love, something that gives you meaning. It could be music, technology, helping others, public speaking, learning a new language, reading, fitness, and so much more. When the time comes to find a career, if that is what you love, and if it's something you want to do, then repeat this to yourself every day. I will make it. The idea is for you to motivate yourself to pursue your desires until they become a reality. Before we say our final goodbyes, I would like to thank my fellow peers, the amazing administration, and the wonderful faculty. Because of each and every one of you, I will recall these memorable years with a smile on my face. I am beyond grateful to all of you for making TJMS my second home. I thank God for our loving parents and supportive family members who've guided us all throughout our lives. We as a class just want to say how much we love you. So, one final guideline before we part ways. I promise this is the last one, but maybe the most important one. Please don't take the small moments in life for granted. The high fives, the hangouts, the hugs. If we have learned anything these last few months, it's that these are the moments that you can't replace. So cherish them always. Congratulations, class of 2020, and always remember, we are forever in this together, for we are Lodi Strong.
I would like to thank a few people before we conclude our ceremony. Our videographer, Mr. Ermil Dalal. Your guidance counselor, Mrs. Nancy Salerno. Our amazing student speakers. And the teachers and staff members who assisted you these past 3 years. To the parents and family members of our graduates, we are grateful for your partnership, and we thank you for being a part of TJMS. And finally, to our 8th grade class, as we close the door on one of the most unique school years in history, I want to take this last moment to tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. I thank you for leaving behind a legacy that will last forever, not just because of the type of year that it was, but because of the way you responded to the challenges that you were faced with. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Take pride in how far you've come and have faith in how far you can go. When you are faced with new challenges in the future, remember the strength and resiliency you demonstrated this school year and know that it rests in you. You are the class of 2020. You are an inspiration to me and our entire school community. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. Congratulations to the Thomas Jefferson Middle School class of 2020. Stand up and be recognized, folks.